After two fatal crashes and almost 2 years of investigations, the Boeing 737 MAX is taking to the air once again. The U.S. Air Safety Agency announced the move after a 20-month-long review process. Regulators grounded the 737 MAX back in March 2019 after deadly accidents concerning two deadly Ethiopian Airlines and an Indonesian Lion Air jet. A total of 346 passengers and crew members on board both planes were killed. Well, for more on this, let's talk to aviation analyst Alex Macheras, who's in London for us. Alex, thanks for taking time to speak to us here in the programme. Does this decision now put Boeing in the clear? Can we have confidence in the 737 MAX?
Well, this is the most significant milestone since the 737 MAX was grounded almost 2 years ago. And what the FAA, which is the US regulator, what they say now is that this aircraft is safe. This now paves the way into the aircraft in the United States, at least, being back in the air, probably by the end of this year with American Airlines. But what we now need to watch very closely is how the rest of the world responds. The FAA, of course, are only responsible for that decision in the United States. We'll be looking at Europe. Will EASA, the European Aviation Safety Agency, be following suit very soon? We need to look at key markets: Singapore, Australia, Canada, the Middle East. All of them probably grounded the aircraft much earlier than the United States almost 2 years ago, now seeking further clarity as to whether they will be doing the same measures as the US, which is some additional pilot training, or perhaps going further. And we have already heard from Canada in the last hour, their Transport Committee, who have said that they will be going further with measures and probably don't expect to have this aircraft fly this year.
Now, Boeing's redemption, if we can call it that, comes in the middle of this huge pandemic, of course, which every country has touched, every country, especially the airline industry. Just how much pressure were US regulators under to clear Boeing?
Well, this has been a long time coming, and ultimately Boeing never expected this aircraft to be on the ground for so long. But this has come at a time, as you say, in the largest crisis in the history of commercial aviation. It is the COVID-19 pandemic. So airlines, many of them, have cancelled their orders, not least because of their lost trust in the MAX, but also with the fact that no airline is in a position to be taking new aircraft right now. That will not stop deliveries in the US, though, so we will expect to see this join American Airlines later this year.
Well, the US investigators condemned Boeing. They said there was a culture of concealment. So can we expect the company to face any punitive measures?
Passenger confidence, we know, is at an all-time low for this aircraft. And as you say, a US House committee report identified the relationship between Boeing and the FAA as one that other countries and regulators should not aspire to have. They said that the FAA is ultimately in the pocket of Boeing. And of course, that's why it's really important that we see the other regulators follow suit, hopefully with alignment. You know, this industry is extremely safe, it's well harmonized, and we need to keep it that way. And so that's why all eyes really are on those other regulators. From a passenger point of view, in terms of the confidence in the aircraft, we know there are many that simply choose to avoid this aircraft. American Airlines have already said that those passengers who don't want to fly the MAX can change onto other flights for free of charge because they know that there are still many that are wary about this aircraft.
And the shadow of those crashes continues to loom large. Alex Macheras, aviation analyst, joining us there from London. Thank you.